I will be turning this off. My little addiction while I'm working in the day is I listen generally because I'm taking photos and things, but I'm listening to Judge Judy. But it also means that I'm listening to the adverts, which just completely drive you nuts because, you know, they're always telling you to take out insurance policies, and then the comments that they make just sound like your other half's going to bump you off so that they can pay off the mortgage. Or, you know, the ones about the funeral plans. And then they've just had another one on with that Stacey Solomon and that weirdo that she's married to, saying, put your Christmas decorations up now before we've even had Halloween. Is everybody on acid or something? Sometimes I believe that to be true. So I really want to go outsourcing, but I have got too much to do here. So I'm just going to run through what I'm going to be putting in the post today. And as you can see, all of these piles that I have, well, this is the situation that I'm in. I'm in a situation where I need to sort all of this stuff out. I've got boxes there that I've got down, which I need to declutter. For some reason, more wires, and, you know, and then like iPhone and Samsung boxes and other things and boxes that I need to sort out. I've got Lego there that I need to sort. This is stuff that I'm going to photograph and sort. That's new stuff which I've had this week. More decluttered stuff. I want to clean. I've only got 9 things photographed to list, and all of that is listed and needs putting away. I really need to get on top of all of that. The Lego that I need to sort needs dealing with. I've got stuff that needs to be decluttered. The decluttering thing was just not very helpful. I thought it would really help, but it's not. It's just annoying. And I've been doing it since July. So it's not really like 30-day decluttering things, since I've been doing this since July, on and off. I've got so many things that I need to list. You know, things like this which need to go on, and there's a Christmas thing in there as well. So I've got stuff to do, and hopefully I'm going to just feel better, because the thing is that the clothing, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that until Friday because the light is not good enough. But I can do other sort of like bric-a-brac things, and the bric-a-brac things which are knocking around are what's going to start selling because of Christmas. And I will be doing a clothing haul for that. Yeah, and I've also got, I think I've got to stock take my Lego properly, because last night at about 10 o'clock, it seems like eBay had just employed some like people who were like manacled with chains or something, and just put them at desks at 10 p.m. last night to just go and take down loads of listings on the, you know, guys that they were listed wrong. Because I've had 8 of my Lego sets taken down. One of them hasn't been taken down because apparently it's listed in the wrong thing, because now they've Lego is in various different categories, and this says it needs to be in brick blocks or something, which I thought it was in, but apparently it's in Lego sets, but some of it's got a Lego set with it, hence why it was there. So I need to check all my Lego and refresh it anyway and stock take it before I start adding to it, because I don't want to be using templates. You know, I don't want to be going sell similar with Lego stuff that I've got if they're now pouncing on that. But I've seen other people on Instagram who've shared listings that they've had dragged down. So they're definitely like, must have some hostages who are just chained to computers, just being pedantic. So anyway, stuff that I've got to post today. I have sold this for $12.99. This was a bit of a fail because it's got cracks, little marks on the edge, which has been declared. And these just aren't as good as I thought they were. Cass Kidston is just one of them where it's just gone a bit downhill. And then I've sold these. which are Smarty mugs. I've actually got two. I had one listed, which was that one, which is the colour roll one. I had that listed for ages. Now, believe it or not, this isn't the same thing. This is by Hornsey, although they look exactly the same. But I've picked that one up for 20p the other day, and I just took that listing down and then put it with two, and I got £12.99 for that. £12.99 seems to be my big price. I sold some other mugs yesterday, which I actually only picked up on Saturday when I went out with my husband. You see, that's the thing. If I do a haul of what I've picked up on Saturday and yesterday, which is Tuesday, it's going to some of the stuff's already sold, because I was quite anxious about having mugs around, and this was a set of 4. This is what they were. Quite pleased to sell them. I knew that the McLagan Smith, she's based somewhere on a loch, I think, in Scotland, and I've picked her stuff up before, and it's really nice and it does sell, but a lot of those weren't really selling, hence why it went for £20. But you know, literally got it on Saturday. It was sat in the middle of the carpet. I photographed it Monday afternoon when there was decent light, and then it sold at about 10 o'clock in the evening. So that was nice. That was nice. Okay, so other bits. This is a monsoon dress. It's got a little bit of alpaca in it. Monsoon in larger sizes. I sold a size 22 dress yesterday. So that's a size 18. It's covered in crystals, and it's really, really quite nice. And I've got 25 for that, and I would have paid 3. This is a TK Maxx thing. I think maybe TK Maxx stuff obviously is a bit cheaper than it should be. I've had another one of this brand before, but I had a design on it, so I think I did get 50, but this I got 42 for, which is fine because I think I paid 8 for it. So Bartolli, 100% cashmere, hence the pricing. So that's fine. I want to get some, I just want to be selling through things at the moment, and I've got too many jumpers. This is another one of the jumpers. I had this on for 30, but somebody offered me 22, and because Marc Jacobs is a bit shifty, even though it's, you know, a really nice design, 22 is fine. This is Primark. This is actually something that I had. This went on auction for a £5. It's like with a lot of these things, this is a really nice hoodie, but it's got this like random zip here which goes over your boob. I know it's menswear, and I quite liked it until I was actually wearing it and realised that it's Primark. It doesn't fit any human body shape that exists, and it's just really irritating. It's like so many of those things which go, or they're like constantly, you just feel trapped in them. So I decided to get rid of that, because having a comfy top which is totally uncomfy isn't what I want in my life. And then I've got this skirt here, which I think this is £12.99, I think. Yeah, it is Nui tag. It is Massimo Dotti, which I have a lot of problems with. This was gifted to me from a family friends who were having a clear out, so that owes me nothing. And that's what I've got to post. So clearing up is the order of the day, so I'm going to hopefully get on top of this today. I've already tidied the bins out and got my box ready, so these 2 mugs will go in here wrapped, and then I will float it inside this one. So everything else in the bin area is sorted. I'll probably do a quick haul with that and put that on as a separate video, and then I'm going to put the clothing to one side. There is just bits everywhere. These leaves are back again. I just need to get clean before I start washing the Lego, because I mean, some of this stuff arrived some time ago and I still haven't undone it. So, and then I've got stuff which has come from Bernardo's on their eBay, and that's just full of household waste as well as Lego and other things which aren't Lego, so it's all got to be washed and gone through, but I need to clear the decks before I do that. So I'm going to declutter these wires and other things, and then just hopefully have a few little bits of bric-a-brac which I can put on, because I've only got 9 things that I've drafted, so I need to get on top of this. So that's what my day consists of today. For the sake of sanity, I've just turfed everything out, and well, the Lego is here, but I have mopped and hoovered. Well, I hoovered first, obviously. I can't do any photos or sort things with it being dirty in here, so this is all clean now. So I can now actually start doing things. So obviously this one as well. This is never looks clean, but it's hoovered. Yeah, so I'm sort of starting in a better place now. It took ages for it to dry after I mopped it. It was ridiculous. I hate this time of year. Everything takes longer. I've got these bits out here, just some like bric-a-brac-y type things, which, well, obviously not this top. This top needs debobbling in quite a serious way. But this guy who I picked up yesterday, it's the 3rd time I've found this guy. His name is Neil, but spelt wrong. Not how you would spell the Christian name Neil. It's N-E-A-L. This is the SofaWorks sloth. They have some different labels, but yeah, I'll sell him for £15 quite quickly. I've got this guy as well, but it's got so many. It's got a ding there, it's got a ding there, and it's got a ding inside there, so I'm a bit reluctant with that. And then various of these other little bits. That's something I picked up the other day, which I thought looked pretty rubbish. I paid £5 for it, which sounds excessive, but it does sell for 25, and obviously it's not very used, because who needs pots on their desk? No one I know. So I'd like to get these photographed. It said that it was going to be sunny. That was a lie. So I am now going to be doing cleaning. So all of this Lego that I've got here, I'm going to sort through it, put the bits in the bin which are rubbish. It's going to soak in there, which has got bleach and fairy liquid in it. And then got my colander, my old colander. That laminate map is on the floor just to protect it from water, and then that is going to go on there, and then I'll put my towel on there for it to dry off. And that's just how I do it. It's easier than doing it in the bathtub, so I'm going to start busting into these and getting these sorted. So put a load of this in soak. I mean, obviously that is Playcraft, that top bit. This is very discoloured, white, yellow Lego that's in there, so it's going to sit in there for a bit. I'm going to keep that on top so it goes on. So it actually soaks it. I'm trying to get it a better colour. This is all the like rubbish. This is why I've been annoyed with this one. So this is one of these ones. It came from Bernardo's, and annoyingly I've spent £25 on it with the postage, and a lot of it is. This is a receipt that was come out of the thing. So Woolworths, and this is from 1988. It was probably the Refreshers sweets though that I found in there. So I'm going to have to pick through this. I'm not actually quite sure why, what possessed me to buy this. I must have seen something in here. I can't think what it was now. I think there's something in here that I need, but I've got to go through it all, and like, I mean, that's not Lego. So I'm just going to have to go through and discard what I don't need. I think it's got some space parts in here for something, a set that I have. It must have something, otherwise I wouldn't have bought it. So then I've got all of that as well in there. And that, which is pretty much clean, so I could head through doing that. And then I've got this in here, which they packed very nicely for me, which is just some hospital spares. I think I've overpaid for this as well. They did say they were going to send me some other bits, but that never happened. So, yeah, I can't crack on with this yet because it's got to soak. So I think I'm going to just move on to doing some listing. So we're on Thursday now. It's morning. I've got Lego to sort, and I also need... Well, it's dingy. It's dingy, cloudy, and frankly, it's going to be quite difficult to take photos today. Although I have put all the lights on, I might just do a few here where, because obviously you can see that we have all these windows, but it's not really going to make any difference. So I'm just going to do the bric-a-brac things I've put aside, take the photos here, although I've got all the Lego I've got to clear out of the way. So I'm going to sort my Lego into piles. Do appear to have some quite decent bits here. It's all sat here. But I want to sort it in the corner so it doesn't take the carpet up like it did last time. So looks like I might have this Texas Rangers set, which is a 70s set. And no, you can't see it there. I think this will sell for about 50, even without the instructions. Although I don't think I've got the baseboard from it, because this is some of the vintage stuff that I had, that was from it was all beaten up, so I've had to throw the base plate away because it looked like it had been in some kind of like machine. And what else have we got? Here we are. So we've got these as well, which is the Red Indian set. The last time I had these, I didn't even have the headdresses on, and I was still able to sell it for 20. But this time, not that they stay on very well, but I've got the headdresses with them. So I've got them that I've got to sort out. Annoyingly, I have had to end all my Lego. I had a shirty message from eBay, and a lot of people did seem to have a whole bunch of emails sent via eBay. They all seem to come through at about 10 o'clock on Tuesday, because I've seen other people share them saying, you know, that they've got listings that they've had removed. Now I've had 8 of my listings removed, all my Lego things, saying that I've got them in the incorrect category and got the wrong item specifics in. I tell you can't win. I put item specifics in, and then they bollock me for putting the item specifics in. So I'm not impressed. So I've ended all my Lego just so that I can check it over and do a stock take on it and check what I've got there and amend prices anyway, because that's long overdue. It's irritated me a bit. And since I got that email through, I've had no sales at all. I do have some people watching items. I listed stuff yesterday, but it's like a car crash. And considering how much stuff I had yesterday, because I had at least, I think I ended up leaving with 9 packages yesterday, because I remember I had problems with the door. We've had these idiots come round and do a fire check here, but they haven't confirmed anything about the cladding, which I just don't understand. So the guy must have been related to Frank Spencer, because I don't think he knew what he was doing. And then the other day when I came in, there was these 2 shady characters. I'd come in from sourcing, and they were like scousers on the rob, and they were being really weird. And they were like, "Oh, we'll let you come past." And I was sort of like looked at them weird, and I checked my post box, and then they said to me, "Oh, it's okay. We're just checking the doors." And they were sort of like standing there, pretending to check the doors. And it just completely and utterly reminded me of that scene, that episode of Fawlty Towers, where Basil Fawlty is trying to find out if one of the guests has smuggled a girl into the room. And he's in this other woman's room, this Aussie's woman's room, checking the walls. Don't worry, I'm just checking the walls. And it was exactly like that. And I could, to be honest, I came in here and I was looking through the spy hole because it just felt like they were up to no good. And I nearly called the police because I just didn't trust them. And it just seemed really bizarre. And then yesterday, when I went to do my post, I could barely open the front doors because they've put a plate on it. So they were checking the doors, but they weren't just checking the doors. They've put these plates on it, which means that now you can barely open them, and they won't. It's something to do with the self-closer, with the fire regulations. But with these fire doors, you can only sort of open them a quarter, and it's a real arse when you're trying to like get in and out. And when I'm coming in and out with parcels and stuff when I'm coming back, it's so difficult sometimes trying to get in the doors. So that's really irritated me. So, but anyway, I have a quest to do today. Obviously the light is bad, but I've got to get a few sundry things on. I've got to check through these Lego listings, sort this Lego, and I am going to iron all the clothing stock that I've got. I'm going to iron that, check that all over. I've already washed a load of it, so I should be good to go with that and get that all ready, because I think, you know, I'm relying on the fact that the weather forecast is actually a forecast and not just a laugh. I think we're going to have some decent light tomorrow, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to do my photos tomorrow. And I'm hoping that my account wakes up again soon. But anyway, I'm not going to do anything unless I get on with it. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with this Lego sorting, and yeah, that's all I can do. Anyway, I'm going to sign off now and actually do some work. Right, come on then, let's do some work. You don't mind doing Lego. Okay, thank you for watching. I will be back soon.